And if you live in the Caribbean, you will notice this green leafy vegetable growing all over the place. Sometimes it's along the side of the roads. It isn't that delicious, but it is certainly very nutritious. What am I talking about? You guessed it, I'm talking about spinach. It is great for building blood. Today, we'll be making spinach casserole. So let's go over the ingredients. We have 4 cups of fresh spinach. Now I would have washed the spinach, then I chopped it roughly and I packed it in, so there are 4 compact cups of fresh spinach. If you can't get fresh spinach, you can buy your spinach in the frozen department in your supermarket, depending on what part of the world you are. We have 220 grams of tomato puree. We have 5 large potatoes which I sliced thinly. Just peel the potatoes, remove all the skin, then I'm going to slice them. If you can't slice them well, you can use a mandolin, which makes them nice and even. We have 1 clove of garlic chopped. We have 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. We're going to use half of it in the mixture and half for garnish. We have salt and pepper to taste, about a teaspoon each. We have 2 brown eggs. If you don't have brown eggs and you have white eggs, that is perfect also. We have half of a sweet pepper green chopped. 1 small onion chopped. 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs and oil for sauteing. Our first step is to saute our onion, sweet pepper, and our garlic. So as long as our oil is hot, then we're gonna go ahead and saute it. We're gonna add our onion, we're gonna add our sweet pepper, and we're gonna add our garlic, and we'll allow it to saute for a couple of minutes. Our saute is complete. Just how translucent our onions look, and it smells great. Now we will go on to the next step. Our next step is to break our eggs, and we're going to add our eggs to a large bowl. Then we're going to add our cheese. We would have removed some of the cheese because we only want to add 1 cup at this time. So we're going to mix. I'm going to get all in there. We're going to mix the eggs and the cheese together. I'm using a fork. You may use a whisk if you have that handy. Once we have that mixed, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the sauteed sweet pepper, onion, and then all of the other ingredients. Now, because the spinach can be slightly bitter, it's important to make sure we mix everything carefully, because we want every leaf of this spinach to be coated completely with this mixture. The cheese, the tomato puree, the salt, the pepper, we want every single leaf to be completely filled with it. Now it's time to layer our casserole. So you would have had our potatoes. We're going to put the slightly imperfect ones to the very bottom. We're not going to make it too thick because remember, it is not a potato dish. It is a spinach dish. So we're going to layer it to the bottom. Then we're going to add, just complete it. Then we're going to add some of our spinach mixture on top. Remember, this mixture is filled with cheese and tomato puree already, salt and pepper. A nice, oh, we don't want this big thick piece in here. Then we're gonna add a slight layer of potato and continue all the way until we're done. Go ahead and preheat the oven to 250 degrees at this time. Casserole is ready for the oven, completely covered or topped with cheese, and you can see the layers of spinach and a slight layer of potato to the very bottom. We're going to put it in the oven now for about 40 minutes and then we'll be ready to taste. Our spinach casserole is done. It smells so good. It looks amazing. You're seeing the beautiful melted cheese all on top of the potatoes, and if you can see the sides, you can see the layers of the spinach. Just amazing. Now it's time to taste. So good, so delicious. Even though spinach sometimes has a bitter taste, the addition of the cheese really balances that out and it tastes really good. Should you be walking along the road somewhere and you happen to see spinach on a fence, lying out in the open, not on someone's property, but out in the open, you need to get yourself some spinach and try this recipe today. Spinach casserole. Now you need to try it. Now, if you enjoyed this spinach casserole, I want you to look over here, see some of my other recipes. And once you've watched them all, just click the button below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And remember to leave me a comment. I love hearing from you.